Tell It All Seed Capital Hacking Secrets using LinkedIn and Big Data. Hello, my name is Daniel O'Hearn. I am on LinkedIn as D. O'Hearn. That is, if you visit linkedin.com/in/D O'Hearn, you will find my profile page. Currently, I am followed by plus 25,000 LinkedIn members. We call them LinkedIn connections. In this presentation, I am going to share with you different hacking methods to raise seed capitals. Well, hacking doesn't necessarily mean that I am hacking into people's computer, but it is a term used by programmers to talk about coding or to talk about new ways of doing things. So, I divide my presentation into main three parts. I will talk about psychometric marketing automation system to raise seed capital. I will also talk about digital assets you can use as a bait so that people you have in your database can give seed capital. I will also be talking about services you can provide as door or as foot in the door service for them to give more seed capital. So let's start by looking at what is psychometric marketing automation. I said here, automated marketing messages delivered to your prospect based on his or her behavior is what we call psychometric marketing automation. Or you can look at it in a different way as a marketing automation which is triggered by prospect's own action or inaction towards your digital asset that he or she is exposed to. This concept is also known as behavioral dynamic response marketing automation. This term is being popularized by Frank Kern. Frank Kern, as you will know from my lectures later, is a legendary internet marketing millionaire. He's quite very successful. He coined the word behavioral dynamic response marketing automation. It is not website retargeting. So what I'm going to teach you is going to be more powerful than web retargeting. Let's look at how we can use the same concept to raise seed capital. Hence, I said behavioral dynamic response marketing automation to raise seed capital. So in general, I'm going to teach you automated marketing that use the behaviors of members in a database to argue the reason why they should give you seed capital for your business or startup. So inside the database, we have our digital assets like videos, like digital files. The digital files I will be giving to you consist of 12 million B2B leads plus 25k lead connections. You will have access to behavioral sales funnels. You will have access to videos. You will have access to done-for-you scripts or sales pages. You will also be able to use this material to help those who cannot do it by themselves. So, all of this system together is what we refer to as psychometric marketing system. It consists of customer database, which stores information about their geodemographics, where they live, what they do, and we also store information about their behaviors. We give them tags and scores. So I will be sharing with you how to do this for your own marketing or for your own business. If you want to raise seed capital, I will share with you how you can use psychometric automation to raise seed capital. Let's look at it manually. So for example, I have a neat diagram above. In the above diagram, we could use psychometric system, or the system could be pre-coded and automated, or it could be instructed or designed and automated to react and give scores when we have a new inbound traffic into the database as follows. So assuming somebody, a new person entered the database, we call that person a lead. So we ask the person to sow a seed. So if the person sow a seed capital onto our campaign to raise funds, the system will send a thank you note to the lead and then give more reasons why the lead should give more seeds. So this is how psychometric system work. The psychometric system do not ask directly. Instead, it uses series of persuasive messages with urgency and incentives for them to upgrade to premium packages after they gave a seed. This is what we refer to as foot in the door strategy. First, you give them opportunity to buy a product at a small price or cost. Once they enter the database, we use psychometric system to motivate them to upgrade or to donate more seeds. So, if lead did not give a seed capital, the system will know and it will follow the lead up with more persuasive messages. Here I have message B, C, D, and E. We have a lead who entered the database, and this particular lead did not respond positively to the first message. So we'll continue to send more messages, persuasive messages, not A, B, C, D, and E. So if the person still don't respond at the end of message E, the system will assign a negative score to the person or the lead. Such a lead is then moved to a different list to be targeted with a different product using different strategy. So this is how psychometric marketing works. Well, before you start, you must have a concept. You must design the process. I call it mapping process. So we preconceive the behaviors that we expect our prospect to exhibit when they visit our sales page or landing page. and finally enter into our sales funnel. I will be showing you some sales funnels later. So we draw these down as process flow, or as a map, or a sales funnel, which are actions to be taken by the behavioral automation system. Let me explain. Here we have the entry point into the funnel, or into our database. It is called opt-in page here. Sometimes you can call it a landing page. So when the visitor comes to your website, he or she will opt in to be a subscriber or a member of your database. The system will send a thank you note, and then the person will be added to a database. So if you are watching this right now, maybe you are here, you are already an existing subscriber to my service. It could be a free subscriber. But in step 4, the system will start sending pre-designed messages, pre-psychometric messages. We call it click sequence. Day 1, it will send you 2 messages. Day 2, day 3, and inside those messages, you will have some videos explaining what to do, either to buy now. So if during the process of sending you this series of messages, you eventually responded to the persuasive messages, you will be added to a customer list, and the message, the psychometric message, will stop at this point. If for example, after a series of persuasive messages, you still did not buy, psychometric automation system, or the system, will increase the tempo of selling to you. We call it countdown sequence. It will start giving you the reason or reasons why you should buy, or why you are going to miss out, or give you more motivations or incentive to buy. It will begin to send you message 1, or day 1, day 2, day 3. It will send 2 messages per day until you buy finally. Once you buy, you will be added to a customer list. And in this, or at this stage, we will be sending you reasons why you should upgrade to a premium package. So you start as a free person or free subscribers, and then motivation messages will be sent to you in order for you to buy. Once you buy, we'll start with a different psychometric series of messages to motivate you to upgrade to a premium package. This is how we do it. You can start with a simple ebook funnel, for example. Frank Kern used this simple ebook funnel, which I will show to you later, to raise millions of dollars. And many people are using the same concept to raise millions of dollars. It is not the main product. It is just the first step. So if you can write an ebook, even if you don't know how to write an ebook, I will show you where to get materials to write your own ebook, and you make people to pay a small value or a small price for the ebook. in order for them to enter into your psychometric database system. Of course, there are so many case studies I will be sharing with you in the members area. Here is a case study of how somebody used similar marketing automation to raise $1 million. Huge sales from very few people. So psychometric marketing does not necessarily require millions of people. Few targeted visitors can lead to huge sales. I have so many case studies I will be sharing with you. So in a nutshell, the framework looks like this. This is the funnel. You will be given, or you will have access to millions of geodemographic database. You will be able to match them on LinkedIn. Find out whether they are on LinkedIn. I will share the trick with you, or the tactics with you, how to bring in millions of email and use LinkedIn to see whether they are on LinkedIn. I will share with you different ways to attract them to your funnel. And of course, you will have access to psychometrics marketing scripts you will get from me, landing pages, and so on. So we come back. So a funnel, or a psychometric funnel, use series of persuasive email messages to play on the psychology of people once they click through from your website to become subscribers. I have explained that before in my previous slides. So the psychometric emails will be emphasizing on scarcity of your service. I will teach you how to make your service to be scarce. It will be creating fear in their mindset that they are going to miss out of a great opportunity. Such will be followed by motivational emails why they should take actions to become a premium subscriber, or to sow a seed, or to buy your ebook, or to buy something from you, and followed by reason why emails. Then you'll be giving them incentives to make them to take actions or to buy the same product at a higher price. So in conclusion here, I say psychometric marketing, even if you have the worst product or brand to sell, even as bad as Donald Trump, to the most advanced people on earth, it will help you to sell your product and services. So from my training, you will get access to persuasive emails. You will have access to psychological arguments for big data and seed capital. I provide all of these inside my case studies. So I will show you how to set up your automation platform that knows how to react to your prospect behaviors while they are inside your database and interacting with your assets. Your assets are actually your business products and services. They include digital files. Whatever you are selling, you must be able to provide digital products, videos, ebook, training courses, maybe samples of your products and services. So once they are inside the database, it's not just only one database anyway. They could be tagged. If they are positive customers, they will be given different tags. If they are negative customers, we give them different tags. So databases will comprises of automation system. It will comprise of website and analytics customer database, their geography. You'll be able to segregate them into different industry. So the platform knows everything about your prospect's behavior towards what you ask them to do. I'm going to give you some few examples. Assuming you are providing free training on how to use big data to raise seed capital from LinkedIn members. Here, if a visitor keeps engaging with your training content, the only way they can do that is to provide them with training samples or series of training. I call them training 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. In this training, or using myself as examples, or using my product and services, you will receive this training via email on a daily basis. If you read the email, the system will know that you have read the email. If you read through the lecture notes, the system will know that you have opened the lecture notes and you have read them. So the lecture notes shows them how to raise seed capital using big data. So if a client move from lecture notes 1 to 6, the system will know and will then target them with different advertisements. So lecture notes are delivered to them twice a day via email. I have already explained that. And a reminder is sent in the evening. The same lecture notes are published online on the training portal, but made available the next day. These emails and lecture notes contains videos and powerful psychometric messages emphasizing urgency, scarcity, limited time offer through the use of countdown timer. So all of these processes is what I will be teaching you. So this is to encourage them to take immediate action. Now, if they buy, they are dropped out of the daily lecture notes. I have explained that in the process flow, which I have shown to you earlier. And we move the customer to the customer list. They are then given access to some part or the full course depending on the tag assigned to them. But if they don't buy, they remain in the email sequence until the 7th lecture notes. So the automation knows every action your clients will be taking. If someone gets 3 emails from you and they don't click, the system will know. It will send them a different series of messages to get them re-engaged, or to remind them that we know that they have opened the email. So the platform responds dynamically to each visitor based on what they have done before. So different visitors don't carry out the same behavior, but we pre-coded, we know what type of behavior we expect from them. So the database or the databases have these pre-recorded messages and tags and so on. So it is on one-to-one basis. You may have even 1 million subscribers, but each of them will not behave the same way. So the system will automatically send messages to people depending on their behavior or past behaviors, which are stored as tags in the database. Again, psychometric marketing do not accept a no for an answer. If somebody goes to your order page, for example, and they don't purchase, the system will reach out to that person and make them an additional special offer by giving them reason why. So every prospect in a database must be made to sow a small seed onto your business. You can do it through email marketing, through webinar, through one-on-one training, and so on. So I will be showing you these processes later. If someone starts to order but they abandon the cart, the system will put them in a deadline campaign and automatically create another expiration date for them to react, or they will miss out. So if they still don't end up purchasing, the system will put them in the next campaign to approach that sale from another angle. So Psychometric Marketing Platform knows everything about your prospect in your database. It knows how much they have accessed your membership site, how many emails they have opened, what marketing or training emails they have received, what opt-in page they join, and so on. If they watch video like you are watching this video now, I know to what extent you have watched the video. So if they don't buy after they have watched the video but leave, let's say they only watch 50% of the video but did not get to the bonus or to the end, the system will know. We will send them a reminder to tell them that we know that they have watched the video but they did not get to the end of the video. So this is what psychometric marketing is, except that I am using the concept to raise seed capital. So the question is, if you have automated system like this, you will need big data. You will need big customer data. So customer data plus psychometric marketing will make people to sow seed to your concept. If you are a startup, you are looking for money to run advertising, you need seed capital. So this is what I will help you to do if you follow my training to the end. But the question is, who will generate more seeds? Somebody with 1K or 1,000 in LinkedIn connection, or the one with 10,000 LinkedIn connections? So assuming you are looking for a seed of $10 from each person, who is going to raise more seed? The person with 500 connections or 500 LinkedIn connections, 1,000 LinkedIn connections, 10,000 or 20,000 or 30,000 or even 100,000? Of course, the person with more connections is likely going to raise more seed capital than the one with few connections. This is what I am going to actually share with you. I am going to give you up to 3.4 million B2B leads as a test for you to start with. So it is issue of big data. If you have big data and you have a good psychometric system in place, you will be able to raise seed capital. Well, you must have heard of Cambridge Analytica. Cambridge Analytica boasts of dirty tricks to swing elections in the 2016 US presidential elections. There was no trick really involved other than they bought huge database from Facebook partners. So people are using psychometric marketing in a big way. Psychometric method is now increasingly being used by big companies. It is working on you. It is working on me, on your customers. So there is no denial of it. It can now be automated with advanced technology. This is the good side of it. You don't need to sit on the fence to say, oh, you don't need big data. We all need big data. If you don't use big data, your competitors are using big data. If you have big data and you want to raise funds, it is easier for you than when you don't have anything at all. In my lecture note 2, I discuss how Obama and Trump used big data to win US presidential elections. They both had access to big customer data. Let me explain this. In 2008, Obama's campaign team spent millions of dollars in building database of Democratic voters, which consisted of every information about the behaviors of their supporters or voters, including their social network profiles, online and offline behavioral patterns and interests. The Trump's campaign team of 2016 also bought big consumer data from Facebook, marketing partners like Experian PLC, Datalogix, Epsilon, and Axiom Corporation. The dataset contains detailed identity profiles on 220 million people, including their gender, ethnicity, and geolocations in America. You see, everybody who is serious, the big ones, the politicians, they are using big data. So you should be using big data. So I will show you how Obama and Trump use big data to win presidential election. Briefly, they have availability of skills in geodemographic database marketing. They hired skillful people who knows how to use big data and psychometric marketing to sway people's opinion. In the case of Trump's, they were able to use geodemographic characteristics of members in their database to segment their acquired big data into two groups. One group are people with the following characteristics: idealistic white liberals, young women, and African Americans. The second groups are those with likely or with traits to vote for Trump's. I call them likely Trump's voters, or likely Trump's donor, or friends of likely voters and donors of Donald Trump's. So, both were able to conduct psychological surveys and create web pages and psychometric messages to meet the needs of each one in each segment or group. In the case of the first group, these are going to be supporters or were supporters of Hillary. So they target them with negative advertisement. You will find these stories in my lecture notes, which I will be sending to you. I will also show you how to design your landing pages. I built one here. You will learn from me how to build your own landing pages, which actually are psychometric driven content. The first part will consist of confirmation. Confirmation means you telling them that you are an authority in the field, that you are trying to raise funds. The second part, you will be able to differentiate yourself, your services from the rest, and then you tell a story in part 2 or part 3 rather. You tell a story that bonds you and them together. You talk about the problem they are facing and how you can help them. Then part 4 of the landing page will be the payoff. We have transition and offer. Of course, I will show you the elements of landing pages and how you can construct your own in order to persuade visitors to enter into your database, which I talked so much about. So, in all, a psychometric system generates even data analytics. Once people start going to your database, you will know who is going into your database, where the person is coming from. the sales you are making. You will have traffic statistics. You have enough of customer data to be working with. Of course, I will show you how to do your own scripts. We call them done for you campaigns, instant campaigns you can upload to your own platform to work for you. You will have my own campaigns anyway, my own sales pages, my own sales scripts. You can modify them if you want. I will also show you 3 main ways to get leads into your psychometric marketing database. Here I have 3 concepts. I call them hanging fruits. We have the low hanging fruits. The LinkedIn connections are my low hanging fruits because they are already they are already following me. They are already my LinkedIn connection. I have plus 25,000. So I market to this group of people first. So I refer to them as low hanging fruit. They cost me nothing. I can send them emails 3, 4, 5 times a day. If you follow my instruction, I will give you access to my low hanging fruits. Yes, listen carefully. You will be able to download plus 25,000 LinkedIn connections from me. They become your low hanging fruits. You can then ask them for your seed capital in a different way, because me and you, or both of us, we are not selling the same product. So you will be able to write an ebook on your products, and then you will have the low hanging fruits to start selling to immediately. Of course, we have the middle hanging fruits. I will also show you or teach you how to get your middle hanging fruit by using the database of B2B connections, by bringing company data to LinkedIn. When you have names of company, you will be able to reach millions and millions of employees working in those companies. We call it account-based marketing. I will show you how to do this. Of course, we have high-hanging fruits. High-hanging fruit is using whois data. They are raw data, big data, unprocessed data. But I will show you how to process them. For example, you can download 12 million B2B records, but the record itself is raw. You need to learn how to clean it. So these are the different ways. The lists are there for you to bring to LinkedIn or to your database. We start with the low hanging fruit, middle hanging fruit, and high hanging fruits that you will be asking them to give seed capital to your business. Okay, this is almost the end of the training. For you to have access to my ultimate studies, for you to download my digital assets, I want you to sow a seed of just $10. $10, you will have access to 3.4 million big data. You will have access to my LinkedIn connections. You will have access to sales pages, examples, even how I raised $1 million for my Forex equity. I have all the materials and the literatures are there for you to download. Well, there is a limited time offer for the $10. I'm not going to give you $10. I'm not going to give you this offer for $10 forever. You need to act today if you want to get my digital assets for only $10. It is a marketing test. I am testing and at the same time using it to explain to you how to use this type of limited time offer to create scarcity and to move your customer, your potential customer, to become premium customer. So maybe you are among the first 10 people I am showing this to. So you have to act now. The limited time offer will not be forever. Okay, that is it. If you answer yes, that you need to have access to my ultimate case studies, you want to learn more on how to set a behavioral automation system for seed capital for yourself, then you need to follow the link below. Here is the link. It is https://678linkedin.katra.com/page/7day OTO, 7-day one-time offer. So take note of this link. You will find the button to order at the bottom of this video. This is just your last chance to unlock all the assets. Now, if you miss it, you miss it. So you look for the button below this video to click on it, or you copy down this web page and put it on your browser, and then go straight to the page to unlock the assets I have, my digital assets, for just only $10. So I will see you on the inside if you click on the button right now. Thank you for listening to these lecture notes.